It's Tuesday, November 29th, 1:55 a.m. I drove Uber this weekend, Thanksgiving, made some money. Had some strange customers, normal customers. Drove Uber tonight. Had this one blonde-haired girl just yakking her my ear off the second she got in the car to go to the Plaza Lights Thursday with her friends or relatives, I don't know. Younger girl, blonde hair, just non-stop asking me questions. And I just played along with her. So you know who I am, one of these stockbroker people. Let's see, tonight I ate dinner at the Longhorn Steakhouse over there in Olathe. Had a coupon. Sit at the bar and this guy and his wife are yakking like they know who I am, making cracks, calling me Poi. Poor boy, Poi. Who cares? Nobody cares, you're idiots. Oh, now you're second-class citizens. Well, you are scum, because I just sit down to eat some food and you start mouthing off. So you're scum, is what you are. You know what my realtor does? Yeah, you're no different than everybody else. That's right. Want to create an issue, we address the issue. Want to blindside me? Set me up? Disrespect me? What do you expect in return? Punks. Well, Thanksgiving was good. Good dinner. Kind of different attitude around there. I'm a Crawford. I'm a Crawford first. Merrill Lynch, you owe me $1 trillion. Smith Barney owes me $1 trillion. Peg Weber owes me $1 trillion. Plaza owes me $1 trillion. The police owe me $1 trillion. The courthouse that backs up the trespassing, jail time, and other fiction that and they probably murdered my dad and had an identity thief steal his life. Oklahoma State Cowboys, well, they kind of fell apart in football. They'll go to a bowl game. Started out strong, 7-1, then they lost 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 4. I don't know. Big 12 has 10 teams in it, so the name Big 12 doesn't really make sense for 10 teams. But I guess they don't want to change the name all the time of the conference. But they've got 8 teams out of 10 eligible to go to a bowl game, including KU for the first time in 13 years. But I don't think KU is going to go to a bowl game. I think maybe 4 or 5 teams will go to a bowl game from the Big 12, and that's about it. Not all the teams eligible will go to a bowl game. Basketball, my Purdue Boilermakers just dominated Gonzaga and Duke over the weekend in a tournament and won the tournament, and they shot up in the rankings from 20-something to number 1 in the RPI and the Power 36. And whenever the coaches and AP poll comes out, we'll see if they're number 1. I suppose they should be. Gonzaga was number 2 when they were playing them, and Duke was 6th or 8th. They beat them both by almost 20 points. Domination. Maybe this is Purdue's year to go undefeated and win a national championship. Thinking about putting $100 on it pretty soon. I get an extra $100. Might just put it on Purdue winning the whole thing right now. That Edey guy's got the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook. He's 7'4". I don't know. If they don't get injured, they could probably just go undefeated. They're just too damn dominant. They just dominate. They're just too damn good. Kind of like me. I'm just too fucking good, and all these punks have to fuck with me. Have to bring police actions against me of lies like trespassing, disrespect my ownership of the company, Merrill Lynch. Right now, Bank of America owns Merrill Lynch. Hand me $1 trillion, punks. Purdue, Wilbur, hand me $1 trillion. Let's get to the bottom of who was Wilbur Llewellyn. How many people look like him recently and back then in class? How many were there who looked like him? Teaching the efficient market theory, you can't make money in the stock market. Teaching useful information. Then the second year is saying you can't do the information, you can't do what we're teaching you, the useful information, and I will be arrested if I go into a stock raw office in Kansas City. Well, that's happened. It's not acceptable. He had no credibility the first semester. Therefore, the whole school had not much credibility. In the rankings, I finished where I started. My dad went to the Ivy League in Wharton. He had no credibility after my college. And the only thing credible was he said he was indeed and not my natural father. Talked about all these people who look like each other and kill people and steal their identities. That's about the only thing that makes sense, that he really was that fucking murderer lookalike, and nobody around here cares. Nobody does anything about it, and they all want to kill everybody who has better degrees and test scores. Well, back at you, punks. Back at you, punks. Feel free to join my private hedge fund. Buy artwork from my Kansas City art traders for Christmas gifts. You know I'm supposed to make $5 billion a year minimum wage now. Everybody knows that. If you don't know it, you need to know it. If you don't think that's right, well, I think you better start working for free. With a boss who has a lower ACT score or percentile than you, inferior degrees, and who disrespects you, and see how much you like it. I'm right. I was always right. Hand me the trillions, punks.